Yes, we. Oh. See this thing. Yes, oh man, it's in another copy. That from this.
The class going on.
I just started it now, though. I just sent the link. Such amazing you send it to her. Your mom will send it here, but she said it oh, this one should go back now.
Where do you want it to go back?
I want to take back to where I copy the link. This is content creation. Now, now this done is not highlighted.
This what?
Done now was highlighted. Then take layer to take a chase send it to email so that you'll be able to copy it and send to them. But you're not highlighted.
There is no link.
You see, there's no link. There's link. I've been able to show you. Also to show you.
The meeting is always do invite me.
Invite them.
Copy to clipboard. No, just do it again. Do me again. Copy to clipboard. Then go to WhatsApp.
Content creation. What's this guy's name? I don't know. Did you notice that this forward distance no longer highlighting on this?
This is not forward. This is
I want to
ask the guy.
Sure. Where is it? There's another this content creation. This thing is Who is asking to the middle? Or Joshua Nakozire.
Check for the number of 785.
Mhm.
Good morning. So, some are yet to join because of the link was provided. It was not provided on time. So, welcome to class. Have you all started your since started? I've not provided the questions, so I've talked more or less. Okay, I'm putting the questions together, to arrange it properly. So yesterday, I said yesterday was the deadline for those people that have not submitted their assignments. So that's standing. So today we're going to be doing something significant. What I mean by significant is never bag with this. Never bag with this. Okay. So today we'll be doing what's called color correction. So we'll be applying color correction, right? Uh, so we'll see how we import a video, do some necessary things, and also color correct. Doing color correction, or let's say the first step or the basics of color grading. It gives your video a rich look, right? So that when your audience, please, uh, please, so that when your audience are doing this thing, watching your video, they will be able to feel, they'll feel the richness in whatever content you're doing, right? Okay. So let me see. Is there so far so good from all that you guys must have been doing? Uh, have you guys come with any question? Did you experience any challenge whatsoever on the maybe even practicing by yourself at home? And you've experienced any challenge? Or for those of us that just started new, uh, the assignments, you're trying to do one or two things and you're finding difficulty. Hmm? No one. Everything has been going smoothly, right? So if I demand a project from you guys now on all that we've done so far, the project is going to be neat. Very actually, well, I will know from the assignments. The assignments I explained yesterday that you guys are supposed to do for this week, right? So I'll know better from that aspect. Yes, you're just joining the class now, so definitely you have challenges understanding everything in general. You're going to have challenge. There'll be challenges. So, but the main thing is watching the classes, then applying those things that you you're learning, applying all those things that you're learning. That's what is going to make the difference for you, right? So, understanding something is not something hard, provided that they have recorded classes. I don't know, it's not supposed to be hard, right? The things that have been explained or taught from the one of the classes are on video record for you to watch, listen, watch and listen. So it's not something that's supposed to be hard. So your own duty is to watch the videos. Since you attend the class late, watch the videos. That is you have to bring that effort from your own end. It's not me that is going to make the effort for you. You're the one learning, right? My duty is to provide you with the knowledge, listen to your questions, your complaints, and attend to them. So the effort is from your own end. It's left for you to put in the effort. And for you to achieve something in this department, you have to put in the effort, right? So it's when you learn, you try to understand the thing, then you put down questions. You put down questions for those things that you don't understand. Then when you come to class, there's always time and room for questions and answer. I do that every time, every day. Right? I ask you questions. What are the challenges so far? What have you what are you but so it's at that moment that you now present the questions like, okay, this is what I've been trying to do so far for some days, but I've not really gotten this thing. I was trying to do this thing, but I was not getting these results. That's when I understand that okay, you're actually putting effort and you're trying to understand this thing. So the learning becomes energized. Hmm? That's how it works. So you just started new and just do this kind of use of. Yes, now that's what you can use your phone for now. I said you should download Adobe Premiere Rush on your phone. You should provide it with the interface that is required, and then you can see the things that you can do on your phone with it, right? So at least then, depending on when you get a laptop, okay. So depending on when you get a laptop, the videos are still there for you. The videos are still on YouTube for you, so you can always go back and watch when you get the laptop. Things that you could not do when you didn't have a laptop, you try to do it. You can execute it there. That's the benefit of this online class, right? You can always go back to it, despite the fact that attendance is very important for this first start. Right? So, uh, that's it. Okay. So, moving further, I checked my LinkedIn. I didn't see any reply. I didn't see any submission, right? I didn't see anything. Nobody posted on LinkedIn, right? So one sent to okay, that thing I was telling you guys about LinkedIn, how you organize your LinkedIn, and they will provide you based on your professionalism. They've just sent in one, as in I think it was last night. So I'm just seeing it now, right? I'll send it to the group so that you will understand what I was trying to say previous class. John Peters, because I didn't receive a notification. Is it on LinkedIn with the link I sent? The only people's post I saw was Ekemini and what was his name? And it's something Unduri, Abi, what's the person's name? Sir? Person's name and Christian Unduri. So this was the ones I saw. Maybe I'll and I didn't receive any LinkedIn notification that you posted on my comment on LinkedIn. So if you had posted it, LinkedIn would automatically alert me. So all these things I found automated processes. So you not be like someone will say, oh, so I sent it, you did not see it. As soon as you send it, the app will notify me. You understand? That's one thing. That's one thing about automated processes. So I'll find the link again. Two links. I'll find the link again then. So you send it. You comment on it, right? So the link is there on the assignment now, on the assignment preference. So on the assignment question, on that pin post on WhatsApp. Okay. I will okay. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything. Follow the link. Follow the link on the assignment question that was pinned post on the group chat. You that LinkedIn, that's the link to my LinkedIn account, to my LinkedIn post. Then you paste it there. Right. So just tap it to take you, then you paste. Then the the video that you posted on your LinkedIn, you copy the link and you paste it on my comment section. As simple as that. Right. And that's all. All right. So are we set? Good to go, right? So far so good. With all that we've learned in this class, we have the ability to start a production for a video, all right? So we could production and effectively manage a video content, right? A client can give you a gig, give you a video, right? Tell you that okay, I want these videos. I want you to uh find it, you know. Um what are you? Join these clips together, add title, add informations on, all those things, using animated text and the rest. You do all those things. He say, okay, I want it. And, definitely add smooth transition in, right? What have you again? Whatever the project may be, right? You can add background music to it by adding it. You can cut, trim. So that is fully mastering a video production, a video editing, right? So you edit the content and it's ready for social media posts, right? If you want the video to be posted on Instagram, you can simply check for the frame size for Instagram posts. Every social media content have their frame size. Instagram has its own, Facebook has its own, LinkedIn has its own, YouTube has its own. So once you check all these things, then you then adjust your frame size to it and arrange your content there. Once you are done, you color correct and color grade, and the next thing is export. That's all. You've you've already started as a content creator and video editor for either yourself or for someone else. So you can see that you've actually landed yourself something very profiting and important. So, okay. All right. So, like I said, um, today we'll be doing the basics of color grading, so which is color correction. So I'll share my screen so that I'll be able to see what's in play. Are you seeing my screen? Uh, you can see my screen, right? Can you see my screen? You can see my screen here. If you can see it now, say something. You can type, or you open your mic to say something. Okay, all right. So, so let me just open a new project. And so I'll name it basic color correction. All right. I'll still leave it in my existing main folder. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to import the video that I would like to. Oh, so this is the video I would like us to collaborate. Mhm. So of course, first thing, then the next thing is to create my sequence, right? So we have everything set. We have everything set, right? So we want to collaborate this video, right? Color correct, rather. So we can see that the video is actually it was being recorded with a very nice camera, a sharp camera. That's one good thing. So one important thing in content creation is that, like I said in the first class, when creating your content, it's preferable. It's one time. It's always good to create your content um, with digital camera, like DSLR cameras, right? And if you want to use phone to create your content, you use high quality phone like Samsung, Redmi Note, and iPhone, right? Those quality phones. So those phones can serve the purpose for you, right? Um, then next is then you need to check your background, right? Your background noise, your background sound. If your background is having too much sound noise, just know how you're going to limit it, reduce it, yeah. Because even if there's I said, oh yeah, if you're using a very good mic for your input and that has the ability to do noise cancellation, so you could cancel the background noise and only focus on the sound that is closer to it. Good. But if you don't have money to get all those high quality mic, then it's important to always have a quiet background, right? So color correcting, right? Color grading, rather. Color correction, basics of color grading. So to do that, so for us to effectively color grade, we can simply come to our files section. Sorry, no. You can come to Windows, right? You can simply click on Windows, then we'll select lumetri colors, right? Lumetri color. You can come through this axis, or if you want the full platter for the color correction, you can simply come to this color tab here, just like I showed us, was it yesterday? So we can come to this color tab here. Once you click on color, right? And that's what we're going to be using for this class. Once you click on color, you're going to see it's going to bring the side bar for it, right? So, but you see, it's not activated. It's not activated, right? The reason why it's not activated is because we've not selected our element that we want to color correct. So once we select our element, then before we begin to color correct, so we'll select this element, right? So you can see it's now active. So now we want to do color correction. That is basic color correction. So once you click on basic correction, it's going to give you additional drop down menu, right? It's going to give additional uh, additional information. All right. So then now you see we have white balance and we have tone. If I should talk them back, white balance, we have white balance, we have tone, and we have saturation, right? So now one important thing in color grading is to choose the portion where everything, like most of the details are showing on your subject. Like you see, we have his skin, we have the hands as well. So that when we are color correcting, we're going to color correct the two uh, for the whole focus, right? You can't see what I'm doing. I'm explaining. I've not started doing anything. The only thing I only just selected basic collection, selected our video element so that the properties will be displayed. So what I'm explaining what you have to put in mind first before you start color correcting, right? So, boy, I don't know if you can see my screen and you can see my cursor moving on the program's monitor now. Then you're live with me, right? Or if you're not seeing my cursor rolling on the program's monitor, you need to check your internet connectivity very well, right? Okay, so with that set in mind, then we'll do this. We'll begin our work. So after choosing the portion where it's showing both the hand and the face, let me see if there's another portion. Okay, all right. This portion, this one is very okay. The hand is showing very well, right? The face is showing, like everywhere is showing, right? Uh-huh. So now, before you begin to, then the next thing is to uh, know the necessary actions to do. So before you do that, you need to uh, come to your tune section. Okay, before I come to tune section, let me explain what the white balance and the whole tune thing does. So white balance, under white balance here, you have the opportunity to, select how you want the whole color to be like, right? If you want it to have plenty blues, right? You can push it to the edge. If you want red to be very well, too much, you can push it to the right. So, but we don't want that. It's going to give a not so good quality. Same thing for the tint. It adds more green to the video, and you push it to this side, it adds more pink, that is magenta to the video, right? Same thing, we don't want it, right? So now then the tune now the temperature and the tint apply on all the whole part of the video, right? It applies on all the parts of the video content. But when it comes to tunes, you have things like exposure, contrast, highlights, shadows, whites, blacks, and HDR specular, right? But the HDR specular is not active. So now all these attributes, they help you to correct a specific portion, a specific portion of your video content, right? So if you want to control the exposure, if you want to control the contrast, you want to control the highlights, you want to control the shadows, the whites and the blacks, right? That is what it does. So, but for now, you can see every attribute has is at zero at the moment, meaning that no one has been applied, right? So then, now one trick or one strategy to actively do this, to effectively carry out this task, is to first of all uh, select the auto, right? So you select this auto so that the Premiere Pro will automatically calibrate the colors for you. So what you now focus on is those parts where it's calibrated. So you now focus on how you're going to correct it or tweak it to the way you want it to be, right? So to do that, okay. So now to effectively do this, so we'll click on auto, right? So we'll see the calibration, right? Auto. So you can see the things that were selected are just the exposure and the blacks. The exposure and the blacks. You can see all other attributes are left at zero, meaning that they are okay, right? So we'll see how we can correct our exposure and also our blacks, right? So if we take it back, sorry, if we reset it, you see, we'll put it on auto again, the same thing, right? If we reset it, this is how it is, right? We put it on auto, is now is adjusted it a bit. So the auto has shown us that okay, the exposure was too much and the black was not much enough, right? So we cannot choose to either leave it like this at minus 0.5 and minus 11, or we decide to, increase or decrease the exposure as much as we like it to be, right? If you drag the exposure to the down to the negative value, as in minus 5, it is minus 5 now. It takes out all the whole light, all the whole visibility, like clear visibility on the video. But once you bring it to the fullest, it exposes it too much, right? So you can see that the exposure is too much. So we can say, okay, if we say we want to keep it at minus 5, the way it was, although the video is calm, but it's doing as if that there's not too much light. So we can leave it at minus 2, right? It's better this way. Then the blacks, if you drag it to the point, you see all the whole black portion of the video content became darker. Under his jaw, darker, beards, darker, hair, darker, glass, darker, right? Anywhere that there's shadow, it became darker, right? So but if we take it further, all those places that had they were black enough. Now you can see the shadows were the light is not elevated or is not added on those portions. So it's not looking as if there is harmattan on the video. I should use that word harmattan so that it can relate to us. So or you can say there's fog or it's fuzzy, right? So but now if we drag it backwards to regulate it, initially it was minus 11. So but we can say we want to keep it to minus 6, right? This is okay, right? This is okay. So that is how you can. That's one strategy you can use to color correct your videos, right? Okay. So one thing that we are going to do next is one thing that we're going to do next is see how we can combine the things that we've learned so far, and see how we can make it to this point, add everything together, and see how we can arrive at this portion, right? We shall have more than one video so that we can effectively. Okay, so what we're going to do is to reset this thing. You can still keep the values in mind. You can reset it, right? We'll go back to our editing, right? So now, what we are going to do, we are going to see how we can add title and also so we can see how we can add title and some other things just like we've been doing before. Okay, so to add title, we always go to graphics, right? When it comes to graphics, then we need to see templates we want to work with. So I'm going to use this one. So once you use this one, I'll click and drag and drop. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to select, then I'll change the title. Now, first of all, move my cursor to like this so I can see it on my program. So once I double click, the then again. So what do I want to write? Then I'll write things like learning how to color correct color correct, or let's say let's put it this way, learning how to correct colors, right? Then for this episode, you can just choose to write basic basic uh basic correction, right? Okay, then we'll click outside so that it could append. So we'll see what we are doing now, right? So learning how to color correct, basic correction, right? Then now we want to see how we could uh, work on the shape, right? So on this shape, we want to work on this shape. So we want to give the shape, we want to change the outline color from white to somehow orange so that it could tally with the 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 model's color, the color of the model shirts, right? So we have that. So you can also increase the width, right? We increase the width to 12, right? Then what else again? I don't. Uh, well, let's say we want to leave. Let's leave the borders as white. Then we'll just fill the shape instead, right? So we'll give it a fill color. That color we're going to give it fill so that we'll be able to see it very well, right? So it's better like this. It's more creative this way, all right? So we've we've successfully done this part. So we can now see how we can reduce the length, right? Then at this portion, we can now choose to add. So we'll bring this one closer. Then this one we can still try to reduce it. So bring this one closer. Then you see how we can add transition. So we can use our default transition, or we'll go to effect and apply transition, right? So we'll just use our default transition. This is a increase, right? So let's play this small work that we've just done now and see. You can see it was fast. Let's increase the transition. Let's see how it's going to be this time around. So you see how it was smooth, right? All right. So we've added text, and added a transition on the video. And one thing we should know that this video doesn't have an audio, right? So we can unlink it, delete this audio that doesn't have any sound in it, right? Then we can by ourselves import audio that will serve as background. So, but before that, I would like us to split this video so we can see how we can use our split tool, right? Look at it. We use our razor tool. We now come to the video and razor this part, right? And let's say, then let's look for another part that we would like to razor. Let's razor this part here. So also want to razor here. So select, come to that portion and split, right? I'll drop the tool back. So now what we're now going to do is we'll now click our effect control and come to video transition. We'd like to apply cross, want to apply cross dissolve to this part here, right? And also want to add cross dissolve here. So for this one, we don't want additive dissolve, like which was our default. You know, we made it our default yesterday. So now to replace a transition, let's take for instance, there's this transition here, and you like to replace it. So to do that, you just simply select another one, just drag it, drop it there, it automatically replace. All right, so we've replaced it. Okay, so that's that. So we should play from the beginning. Give me a second. Okay, so I wanted to be sure that it actually splitted. So I'll apply that transition again. Let me see if I increase the length. See what happens. So let me add this process of like this. So I think why the transition was not taking effect was because the video was too short, right? It was too short, so it needed and it was like a continuation. So the transition was not going to take effect, right? So, but as we splitted it and we gave it a small gap, they applied the transition, then it took effect. So for this ending part of this video here, this ending part, if you observe very well, the thing just played in and just, you see, just cut, right? So it's not smooth. So you can also decide to add transition there to provide it smoothness, right? So we should play it now. You can see that it's very nice, right? Very fine. So we can do the same thing for other parts. This one, this one will try to bring it kind of close, like this. Then we also add transition, right? Then so at the ending part of the video, you can also do the same thing, add transition, right? So, but I don't think it's going to work on this. Okay, there's a transition for the text. So, all right, let's see how it plays. All right, so now we can see that we've now had a very smooth project, right? Okay, so let's say we then want to add more text on the video, right? So we'll go back to our graphics, go back to our graphics. Let's say we want to add it as this cross shadowing. We want to add a video here, right? Add this portion. But we want to add a text here rather. Hmm? So we'll browse for the text that I want to use. And let's say it's like a title. We want to add like a title, right? So we can just simply click this one and drag it and drop it here. So we want it on this portion like this here. So we'll scroll in time to see the text. We'll select it, edit, right? Insert name. So we can double click and write something. Let's say we're writing the name of Dsep. Dsep content creation, right? Then the second one, you just write video editing, right? Okay, so that's all. That's all we just want, right? I can't be I cannot be, I'm sorry, but to answer that question on transition, it wouldn't be possible at this moment because we've treated transition like more than one times, right? So the essence of doing this thing now is to apply this transition. So as you're applying it, you're seeing the effect. And again, the other person, where did you get, where did you click to get this essential graphics? Have you not been watching my screen? Have you not been seeing what I've been doing? Well, stay tuned. I'll do it again. Okay. So now we've added another text, inline text. So if we play it, play, right? So you can see it's very organized, right? This is just a small video project. This is an example of a very small video project. How many? 15 seconds, right? Then what should we do again? Let's say we want to add another text around this portion here. right? Something similar to the one we just did. Or let's say we want to add something different. So you just have to be creative with it, right? Or also, let's say we want to have like a let's say this is a blog post or a TV program. They want to have like the title of the blog or title of the TV at the beginning, constant on the video, right? So we can just look at this sample. The text is here, right? So we can choose to add this one here. Then what we'll now do is see how we can extend it towards the end like this. Then what we'll now do is to edit the text, right? So we'll select it to edit it. So we'll move in time so that we'll see what is there. Animated diagonal below. So we just want to edit the text, right? So we'll click here, right? Double click. I'll write something like Dsep TV, right? So just something simple, right? So now we want this one to play on the video from the moment it starts till the end, right? So learning how to collaborate, deceptive is there, and all the whole thing that we're doing. So I'm going to refresh my screen. I'll bring it back again so that I will not experience any hook this time around. So that's that. So let's play it once again. Fine project, right? But don't worry, it's because of the load my system is experiencing overheating. Don't do editing, so the load is too much. So you see, so that's just an example of what all that we've learned so far. Then the next thing that we are supposed to now see how we can do is now in all these things, see I'm using the marker to move so that it plays. All right. So now let's say we want to add another text title here. So we can simply come to browse. Then we want to add the same thing that we use for the second 01. We can still choose to add it here so that right, we want it to stop at this portion here. So we want to edit the content. So we move our marker so that we can see how it looks like on our program's monitor, right? Then we will change it. Uh, uh, we'll give it the name, insert name. So let's say my name. Uh, let me write my name, Francis C. Akajobi, right? Then the title section, the cannot choose to write the skills. To write. Nice. So to keep everything uniform, you might want to leave the colors, or if you don't like, you can change the colors. But uniformity always makes your video smart. It makes your video appear smart. So you like to leave the colors uniform, right? So and that's all, right? So we've done a project. We just successfully executed the project now. So now I'll drop my text tool back to my selection tool, and let's see if it's going to play smoothly now because of my system. All right. So now let's add an audio background, right? To make everything nice. So let's go to our media, double click on media. Let's add this audio for the background. So we drag and drop here our audio, and let's play and see. So we so you can see that we added an audio background. So but the audio is not even tallying with the action of the video. It's not even making it nice, right? So it comes down to your skill set in content creation. So once you, as you're doing your video, so you have to be mindful of the kind of audios you're using so that you be selective. So you have to imagine the you have to imagine the uh the kind of sound that is going to tell you with the action. So you must have already created the content in your mind already, right? You must have already created the content in your mind then before you begin to put it to action, right? Um, okay. So I'd like to see how I can. Prudence is saying that the video is too fast. Yes, that's how I want it to be. Of course, if I want the video to be longer, I will simply click and extend it like this. I'll just simply click, select, I'll just extend all of it, right? But this for this video, this is the ending. All right. So if you want the video to be longer, you have to stack up plenty videos. Remember, it was just one small clip that we use this one that was splitted into three. Initially they were one, so we splitted them into three so that our transitions can take effect on them, right? So that we can see the transition as they are changing to as it's transiting to another video. So we can see it's closing, opening, closing, opening, right? Transitioning. So that's why I see this short. Right. Um, so play it again and see. Okay, so now the next thing is to see how we could then add that color grade that we wanted to we learned for today. So the color grading, which includes colors. From colors, you can see basic correction, right? Color basic correction. From the timeline, you can see it's 15 seconds. See, look at it here, 15 seconds. This is hour, this is minutes, this is seconds, this is milliseconds, right? So hours, minutes, seconds, milliseconds. All right. So that color correction now. So you can see just like we did initially, auto, right? So we can now push it to minus 6.2. Okay, 6.2 minus 2, right? This is how we liked it initially, right? So we still want to saturate the image, want to add saturation to it. We can still, you know, you can still do it by if you increase the saturation, you can see the colors popping very well, as in popping. If you reduce the saturation, it turns to black and white, right? Increase the saturation, add excess color, it reduces the saturation, black and white. So for this video, we would like to pop the colors very well. So we have it at like this, something 140-ish, like, all right. So that's that about color correction, right? So any question on color correction? Any question on so far? So like the question, so Rita was asking about transition. We've treated transition before. Asking again what it does to the video. What transition does to the video is, I've used the example twice. Like, what's previous videos? You're going to see it, but it's simply just adding animation from moving from one video to another video element, right? Checking from one video to another video element, right? So that's the use of transition. Is that understood? Is that understood? Huh? Any questions so far? on all that we have just done, aside the ones
Sorry, please, can I unmute?
you're already unmuted now.
Already unmuted, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was going to ask first. Okay, yes, that's because I want my question to be clear. So yes, I understand. Now, the conflict in my head is because it's one video. So, looking at it, I didn't really see the essence of the transition. But now that you've explained, that means it's more appropriate if it's different videos, right? And you're trying to kind of conjoin them so that this one plays from this to the next one, right?
Yes.
Because right now that you used one video, like I almost do not see the essence. That's really why I was asking my question.
Oh, okay. So you're asking for the essence. Yeah, like I stated it initially. I was like, it's because of we don't have more than one video. So that's why I splitted this one into three, so that we can see the transition properly, right? So, but if we had more than one video, we would have what should I put it? We would have used those videos, right? So you now see the transition. The same thing. It's the same thing. It's just using what we have right now, right? Is that correct? Is that okay? So that's answered. So now, moving further, please, after using Razor, how do I drop it before I? Ah! Yeah, you must cut yourself first so before I show you. You have to cut yourself first before I show you. um, yes, Christian, I'm coming. Christian, I'm coming. Okay. And okay, let me hear you, Christian. Let me hear you. Let me hear you before.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, morning.
Okay, sir, I want to ask a question. That space there between the transition, why is that space there?
Now, why there's space there is because when we splitted the videos, and you know the video is initially the video element was one. Yeah. So when I splitted it, I tried to apply the transition of it, but it didn't play because of the videos. It's one action. So it's not recognizing it as a new video that needed to transit to another one. So he just played it directly. So now the initiative I did was okay, I now had to separate it a little bit, right? So that there will be a separation, small separation, right? Then I now applied my transition so that it could take effect. So that just to show you guys how the transition works. Like what I just did here was I tried to I just completed a video project. Right? I just finished producing a video, like editing it. So now the next thing is just to render and send to my client, right? So that's just what I just did. So if the video were different, so there will be no need. I'll just join them and add transition. That's all.
Okay, okay, sir.
Ah, no, 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 no. Why are you writing present now? Present is in the next, next 10 minutes at least, next 20 minutes. You want to run? Run to where? Stay here. People didn't. So I wanted to answer. Okay, this one. Unduka that wanted to cut himself. Unduka, I hope you have cut yourself. Okay, so now look at my screen, Unduka. And now you know this is the result too, right? You know I've selected it now. It's blue. Eh? So now after slicing what I want to slice, if I want to drop it back, I'll just come and select this is my selection tool. So you just click on this selection tool. That's all. Yeah, you not slice yourself again. Right? Okay. It's not understood. Have you seen it? Have you done it?
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
At least I can have my videos in one piece.
All right, all right, all right.
Thank you. Yeah.
So, just give me some seconds, please. Uh, so, for those that have a laptop today, Unduri, was it? Yes, it's going to be uploaded on YouTube. It's going to be uploaded on YouTube. Unduri, what's your question before I do the next phase now?
Okay, sir.
Hmm.
Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you.
Okay. I wanted to ask if someone mistakenly sliced or cut his video, how can the person undo it? Like bring it to normal.
You slice your video and you want to undo the action.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Recording in progress.
So you can simply press Ctrl Z on your keyboard, or Ctrl Z on your keyboard is going to do it, right?
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay, so uh, who's the previous one that I had to be is yes, the one for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday had to be uploaded. So I will still be able to do it. Upload it today, right? I'll do it to upload it today. All right. So now let's take, for instance, now you can see, look at my screen. If you observe very well, one way or the other, you see that the you will see that the videos are, if you, okay, look at this portion. You can see the color. If you look the color here is very bright. But if you come to this part, the color is, if you come to that part, the color is not, is somehow not the same, right? So now, to do that, you have to come to your, if you click on this your source monitor, if you click this arrow, you see control, effect controls, right? So you can see this one, we have, you have motion, opacity, time remapping, and lumetri color, right? So, but this one here, it has lumetri color again, but the properties are different. So what you're now going to do is you come here for this one, you copy this one, then you come for this to this video here, and you paste it, right? So once you paste it, you can see that the color is now here, right? So the same thing for this one too, right? You can see the color is not the same. So when you do, you can paste it, right? So you see all the whole videos have the same colors now, from beginning till the end, right? So we should play it now. You're going to see everything properly. So playing everything. Let's see. All right, so you notice that all the colors are the same, right? Everything is the same. So is that okay? Is that okay? Hmm? Any more question? So now what I'm going to do for this one, since there's no question, we'll have to, then now we want to export this our video. So we have to move our cursor to the end of the video, right? This is the end here. Or to determine the end properly, we just play it. So now it's at the end of the video, right? Then the next thing is to come to our files, export media, right? So we'll give it ample time to export now. my system. Okay, so now we have the video ready for export. You can see the time, 15 seconds from beginning to the end of the video, right? Then um, to do other things. So we want the format. If we want the format to match the video sequence, so just like we did yesterday, we just select so that it will match the sequence. So, but we don't want the sequence like that because I'm seeing something like MPEG. So, but we want something quality. So we can either choose AVE or MP4. All right, MP4. Okay, yes, it's the same thing. Yes, MPEG 4, right? So that's what we wanted. Sorry, I thought it was MPEG 3. So one leave it at match video sequence. It's not it's I know that, so it's MPEG 4, MP3, MP4, 3GP. Okay. So we can also leave it at AVE. We want AVE. I'm finding it hard to see MP4 here because that's the format we want. So since there's no MP4, let's use that at AVE, right? So quality power. Then that's what I'm telling you now. The MP4 is not there. I'm not seeing it there. So because I'm not seeing it there, that's why I chose to use AVE. AVE is still a quality one. It's not like if you do that MPEG, you're not going to get what you want. You're going to get it. It's still going to play, right? Let's just do let's okay, let's try it. Let's do this like this. Match our sequence settings, right? We have a match our sequence settings, so we will not have too much issue to drag with. So let's support. So everything is set and checked, right? You can simply say use maximum render quality. Then that's all. Time interpolation. So, no. Then after that, you can see this is the title of the video, right? This is the title. So you can just click on export. Then you export the video. Okay, so our video has exported, right? Let the phone users breathe. You guys are breathing. I don't say you should not breathe. Breathe very well, please. So I will do this thing. Open the video where it's located. Where it's kept. Then I'll see how I can play it. Alright. Okay. I'll share the video player now so that I'll see it. Okay, so let me share the video player. I see it on video player. So are you seeing the video player now? So I play it now. So it does that about video. Right. What are you saying? The audio is not playing. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, anyway. You're supposed to hear the audio now. Yeah. Thank you. So the next is to see who's on work through your assignment. So I'll drop the questions today. Drop the questions today. Expect people's reply, right? So you can drop my attendance on me now. Just present, make yourself present. Make the attendance, so send it in present. You don't have laptop. I'll send in the assignment question after this class. If you don't have laptop, use your phone. Use your phone to do it. Download the brush. Use it. You can still do it. right? So tomorrow we'll touch on
Please,
CapCut.
please, even the rush cannot, it's not compatible to my phone. It hijacked my phone system when I was trying to download it.
So
I
I'm
don't know.
sorry. I'm sorry, I don't find any solution to that today. So
My own rush is asking me to register.
is asking what?
To register.
And why won't you register now? Register on the Adobe platform.
So even me, I cannot download it in my own phone. So
I'm sorry, I don't know. There's no which other option. Yes. But tomorrow I'll make introduction to CapCut. So we'll see how we can walk around CapCut interface. So, but it's still the laptop version. So it's left for you to apply all those things on the phone version because I can share it's not laptop we're using for the class. Sorry, it's not phone we're using for the class. It's laptop, right? So it's left for you to see how you can navigate through it.
Please, let me ask you. You said we can use Adobe Rush to do the assignment. How can we now do the screen record and send to you?
I don't know how to screen record it with your
Okay.
screen record it with your phone. So so that's how to. I think most of what we have learned. So with all these things that we learned, I mean, once you apply it, you're going to be able to learn viable projects, right? So that's okay. Yes, for your LinkedIn, you need to download the app. You need to download your app. You can either download the app, you can access it from their web browser to the system. So you can so someone said this submitted just now. Okay. Unduka, send you. Okay, undo it. Just Unduka. It's okay. Alright, so you guys do well to start your assignment. I'll drop the question, right? We'll see the question soon. See you guys in class tomorrow. If you are not practicing, do well to practice. It's very important. Hmm? Do well to practice.
Mr. Francis, please, it's time.
Yeah,